Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. Once again, a stack attack. So let's just get to it. First off, we've got Sergio Aragonés Gru, Gods Against Gods, because Gru has god powers from last issue. Of course, anytime you have Sergio doing anything, Mark Evanier cannot be far behind. So now Gru has godlike powers. It's doing a good job of mocking organized religion is what it's doing, and that's fine. It's pretty funny. It's Gru. It's exactly what you expect. Plus, you get Ruferto comic on the back of everyone. The Ruferto comic is the best part of Gru. Next up, we have issue 3, I'm pretty sure of 4, of Peter Parker and Miles Morales, Spider-Man in Double Trouble. More of a kid's book. Writers are Mariko Tamaki and Baita Ayala. Artist is Guri Huri. When last we left our boys, they had taken off from a villains convention. Miles is being chased while Peter is being captured by a Mysterio acolyte, I guess would be a good way to put it. And then Thanos shows up, so we'll see how that goes. They're going to finish it up with Thanos. This is fun. It's already on issue 3, so you might as well just wait for the trade paperback. Speaking of waiting for the trade paperback, we're on issue 6. I do believe this is the penultimate issue of Shirtless Bear Fighter 2. Writer is Jody Layup. Artist is Neil Vendrill. The Bears have won, and the Freedom Fighters are there to save the day. Shirtless finds his mom. Then the multiverse Bear Fighters show up, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. And anyone who has a naughty bit showing that's pixelized, as is Shirtless, when Shirtless is pantsless. The one where it's just too weird to begin talking about. We won't even go there. So we've got one more issue to go. The giant bear is trying to attack the Earth. If he can't keep it, he'll destroy it. This is just as much fun as the first Shirtless Bear Fighter. I hope there's one after this. Speaking of fun, number 8 of West of Sundown. Written by Tim Seeley and Aaron Campbell. Drawn by Jim Terry. We had the people who hang out with our vampire princess captured by Dr. Moreau's Unmen. Part spider. There's another couple of different monsters. Moreau got his hands on a chupacabra. These very interesting men show up and are trying to use our vampiress as a weapon, making sure she's super hungry and releasing her on their enemies. So this is always a good book. It says to be continued, so they haven't canceled it yet. You worry when it says to be concluded. That's when you're in trouble. And then, because I know my camera person has not read it, we will not talk much about the things that occur in Maniac of New York. Don't call it a comeback. This is the 3rd in the series. Elliot Kalan is the writer. Andrea Mute is the artist. Last one we had, the lady killed the Maniac. Dead as a doornail. Anyone who's watched a Friday the 13th movie, you freaking know better. So this was a clever thing. I like the clever thing that they've done with the Maniac character. These are all good. They're all good. So go get this. All right, we got some dark webs. I think we got 2 dark webs. Let me find the other one while we're at it. Yes. We have Venom number 15. Writer is Ram V. Penciler is Brian Hitch. Inkers are Andrew Curry and Scott Hanna. I guess it's just stuff that was going on in Venom anyways. I don't know who the big red guy is. The one Venom is Venom's son. Harry Osborn's kid is a Venom. This really there's no reason for this to be in the Dark Web series. The part of the Dark Web is so this much. But all of those have that thing where you're like, why'd we get this? All right, Dark Web, X-Men, 3 of 3. This is the last one. And when last we left Madeline Pryor and Jean Grey, Madeline is the clone of Jean Grey. It's Mr. Sinister's fault. They were beating the crap out of each other. Our writer is Jerry Dugan, Rod Reyes, and Phil Noto are our artists. It deals a lot with, if you think, your baby's taken away from you, the pain of not having your child with you. And they actually end up solving a lot of these problems with not a whole lot of violence. So this is going to lead right into the, let's see, we got 3 more to go. An Amazing Spider-Man 18, and Venom 16, and then Dark Web Dawn 1. So, almost done. Here you go. Issue 14, Batgirls. I do love me some Batgirls. It's a great book. If you haven't been reading Batgirls, you need to do that. Here we are. They always put these so small. Becky Cloonan and Michael W. Conrad are doing our story. Jonathan Case is our art. Apparently he also did the colors and letters. The reason for that is there are 2 Batgirls, and I never remember which one is which. There's the one that's all in black, and the one that's all in purple. This one, because it's our one in black, and doesn't... She talks when she's around her friends. Okay, so this is Cassandra, is the one all in black. There is no spoken dialogue in this comic book. There's panels and panels of just gorgeous artwork and fight scenes and stuff like that. And then her friend leaves her a note. And it leaves us on a very better not be what you think it is cliffhanger kind of thing. So this is a great book. Very interesting concept. All right, here we go. Chicken Devil number 2. Honestly, I was under the impression that Aftershock wasn't paying anyone and we would not get any more Chicken Devil. I thought we were going to get that one issue, and that was it. So they're calling this Chicken Devils, because there's more than one. Let's see. Brian Busoletto is the writer. Matea Monaco is our artist. Our boy is worried about his family. That's all he's worried about, but he has 2 cops that are using his chicken thing for... vigilante justice. They kill 2 gangs of bad guys together. So, and it's interesting. The paranoia is just really creeping up on our poor anti-hero, and I hope we get more of them. I mean, I understand the Aftershock's not paying their artists and writers for this stuff. I can tell you a way to cut down on some price there, Aftershock. You don't need this kind of cover for this. A regular cover would be fine. I'm pretty sure this is more expensive. All right. Issue 10 of Monkey Prince. Monkey Prince is part of the DC Lazarus Planet thing, so that'll be interesting. All right. Jean Loon Yang is our writer. Bernard Chang is our artist. When last we left... Supergirl and Monkey Prince were fighting. Well, he's not really fighting because he's madly in love with Supergirl, and really, okay, I get it. The Ultra Humanite shows up, who may or may not be one of his relatives, and he has a new power where if he needs to use a distraction, he can generate from his hair follicles lots of these. I need this to be a toy. I want a little Monkey Prince toy. DC, I want a little Monkey Prince toy. So I don't know what's up with the Lazarus Planet thing because I'm not reading it. The only thing good that's going to come out of that is they're bringing back the Doom Patrol. So this was fun, and yes, we got 2 more issues to go with that. Martha picked up a thing. They're still doing it for $1.99, which I really like. This is number 2 of Night Club. Mark Millar is our writer. Juanan Ramirez is our artist. Our boy got turned into a vampire by another vampire, so he went to find his friends and asked them if they wanted to be vampires. And they can go out in the sunlight if they stay mostly covered up, so they all wear luchador masks. Right up my alley. Does my wife know me or what? And then they work on their vampire powers, turning into mist, turning into bats. I like that they kept the neat thing in here when they went to, they're on a car, and all of a sudden they get knocked off of the car. There's this invisible barrier. That's because it's by a bridge. Vampires can't cross running water. So they're kind of stuck on Manhattan. Water runs around Manhattan all day, every day. So it's neat. Also deals with maybe don't bully a guy who's a vampire. So, good book. I still really like it. This is $1.99. All right, our last one. Let's show off all the pretty covers first. This is our A cover for Kamen Rider 01 number 2. This is our FOC cover for the same book, number 2. This is our cover B cover. And this is our photo cover, do you believe? Let me see. Cover C. It's the photo cover. It's just our boy, Kamen Rider 01. Let's get to the credits here. Writer is Brandon Easton. Artist is Henry Prasetya. Prasetya. I got it eventually. All right. So they give us a rundown at the beginning. We get Aruto Haiden, who is 01. Asumi Fuwa, who is Vulcan, Yua Yaiba, who is Valkyrie, Isu, and then Ragnarok. He don't get 2 names. We don't even know who Ragnarok is. He was going to, speaking of Ragnarok, going to murder Aruto when Valkyrie and Vulcan show up. And the artwork of this is just gorgeous. Our artist, whose name has already escaped me, Hendry. Good job. It's a lot like a Kamen Rider show. It's cute that they have things like property damage. Like, what are you doing? You've got property damage. The nice thing here is we never got in the show. We only ever saw his Humagear father one time getting murdered, basically, because he saved Aruto. And but we never have little like life lessons and stuff where this guy knocks a woman over and Aruto's dad saves him, and he's like, well, don't assume that guy's a jerk. And he goes, what do you mean? You look like a jerk. And he goes, no, because Aruto's father is a Humagear. He scanned the guy before the train closed. And this guy is working for a place, and he's been working for a company for 7 years without a raise, and today is his big meeting with his boss. So he didn't even see that woman. He goes, never judge somebody just because you think you know what's going on. So, and that's another thing that Kamen Rider likes to do. Life lessons, things with children, telling them this is the good thing, this is the bad things. And I know it's only going to be 4 issues, but I really wish they would just automatically tell me they're going to give me more. And I mean, because I promise I'll buy all the covers. This time there's only 4. Last time I think there were 6. I don't remember. There was a lot. There's a lot of covers last time. First issue always gets a lot of covers. What was it? Gargoyles Disney comic, 30 covers. I bought mine. So, there's our stack for the week. Sophie Fiona, you came over for double sleepover. Hooray! We did lots and lots of stuff. Grandpoo is completely exhausted. I did this, but that's about it. I'm gonna probably edit this and hit the sack really soon. And we almost got in trouble with security guards at the library. Don't ask. It was just us being goofy. And finally, I was unaware. It probably was not this episode. This is episode 112 or 113. I think it's 112. We've been doing this for 2 years. I noticed we're getting a lot more people watching. Thanks for that. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, you want to, what do they say? Hit that subscribe button? I don't know. Click on the little thing so you subscribe. Apparently, if I get 1,000 subscribers, I can start making some money. That would be weird, though, because I think we're up to like 344 subscribers. So that's a long kind of thing to slog on up. But we'll see. In the meantime, go to your local library. Go to a comic book store. Go online if you like to read things on computers. I am old, as it says in the title. I do not read things on computers very well. I prefer the physical media. So until next week, I'll see you next week and go read a comic book.